Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Portesi frozen pizza and cheese fries. There are many pizzas, but only one Portesi. Bone and Joint Clinic, with 4 convenient locations across central Wisconsin, including Clover. Online at bonejoint.net. Partners Pub, Stevens Point's birthday headquarters, open 365 days a year. Great food, drinks, entertainment, and company. Paper City Savings, great rates for all your financial needs. Online at papercitysavings.com. The Rock and Roll Cafe, open 7 days.
Fieldhouse on the UW Stevens Point campus for the second time in 3 days. We're able to bring you college basketball, and here tonight, this time it's the men's game, as our UW Stevens Point Pointers will play host to the Warhawks from UW-Whitewater. I'm Scott Krieger, and great to be with you once again. And Pointers coming back home off a hard-fought 2-point win over the Warhawks down in Whitewater, 70-68 on Wednesday. And can they make it 2 in a row to start off this abbreviated college basketball season? As we talked to Brad Duckworth, our athletic director, at halftime on Wednesday when we did the Pointer women's game, you already know about the fact that there will be no national postseason tournament. There will be a conference postseason tournament. So in essence, you're going to play 8 games, 2 against Whitewater, 2 against Platteville, 2 against Oshkosh, 2 against River Falls. Then they will put together a conference postseason tournament. I'm assuming it's a single elimination, which would make sense. And they'll crown a conference tournament champion. Not sure that they're going to hang a banner for a regular season championship, since we're playing in 2 divisions. I don't know quite how you would go about that, but if they determine that they can do that, so be it. We will go right along with that. It would be nice to get a banner back up on the wall. It's been a little while, and I don't know if this is the team to do it or not. I'm not saying it isn't. They did win game 1 down in Whitewater, and while our Pointers are relatively inexperienced, so is Whitewater this year. And the other 2 teams in our division, Oshkosh and Platteville, are far from inexperienced. So I would say these 2 teams, Point and Whitewater, have the toughest road to hoe as far as winning, their 8 games here. We'll find that out. But we're happy that the Pointers won game number 1 as they beat Whitewater on Wednesday. They'll try to do it again. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we will come back. This is University of Wisconsin Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. For the start of tonight's game, and it was a great start for our Pointers. Talked about the inexperience. You have several guys that have played some minutes. Of course, Garrett Nelson having played the most of anybody on our roster this year. And then you have Brady Wagner, Zach Moots, Peter Timmerman, who gave you some minutes, a few from Isaac Wolfer a year ago. Everybody else is new. The addition of Philip Flory, the 6'5" junior out of Wisconsin Rapids, has been huge, and we expected it to be. Philip is an outstanding player, had 26 points in his Pointer debut. comes in here as a junior, so 2 years to go. And depending upon what he decides to do, this year wouldn't count, so he would have 2 seasons. Hopefully he'll be here for 2 full seasons. That's my feeling anyway. And we will benefit from the services of yet another really good Wisconsin Rapids player. We UW-Stevens Point, have really gotten some great players out of Wisconsin Rapids. Happy to have that community feeding us wonderful basketball players, and I hope that continues. We'll find out through the many years, but we have been fortunate to get young men from Wisconsin Rapids to play over here. The addition of Cliff McRae, while he didn't play for the Pointers, he did play for UW Stout last year, and coaches really liked him, and Cliff decided to contact our coaches and see if we might be interested, and they said absolutely. He's a great defensive player. He can score, but his forte will be playing defense, and we'll expect to see him on the floor a lot. 6'2" sophomore out of Madison West, and we've gotten some wonderful players out of Madison over the years. We have some kids from some new spots that we have not tapped into in the past, or very often anyway, like Rib Lake, like Mukwanago, Belvedere, Illinois, when Anthony Espenson is able to play. I think you're going to find him to be a great addition, and I see he is in uniform here tonight, so hopefully he's ready to go. Ryan Peterson out of Northland Pines High School, and of course the 2 Vandervelden young men, Logan and Elijah, out of Huntington, Indiana. Great addition. So we've got an interesting team. We're all going to learn about it together. We've got a break for our national anthem, and we will return. This is University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Sprains, strains, and fractures can happen.
Get to play, well, 8 games, a guaranteed 9, I guess, assuming that we don't run into any COVID trouble, and gosh, I hope that would be the case, that we don't run into any COVID trouble. You don't get to play many games, do you? So we'll just hope everybody gets through this without any trouble. We will also try to keep you up to date on the Spash and Wausau West hockey game, as well as the Spash and Marshfield boys basketball game here tonight. For the Whitewater Warhawks, coached by Pat Miller, who's in his 20th season, they start 6-foot sophomore Gabe Melancek from Brookfield Central, 6'5" junior Briante Hunt from Milwaukee and Bayview High School. 6'1" sophomore Brian Conahan from Wilmette, Illinois. 6'5" junior Jack Brom from Bayside and Glendale Nicolay High, and 6'6" sophomore Trevin Chisholm from McFarland High School. And I think I said Malensek, it's Malensek. All right, so we'll get that straight. For our pointers, it'll be 6'2" junior Zach Moots from Merrill, 5'11" senior Garrett Nelson from Beaver Dam, 6' senior Brady Wagner from Lake Mills, 6'5" junior Philip Flory from Wisconsin Rapids, and 6'6" junior Peter Timmerman from Dubuque, Iowa. That is the pointer starting group, and we're ready to get this one underway here this evening. In that game on Wednesday, Flory led Stevens Point with 26. Garrett Nelson had 17. Leading the way for the Hawks was Malensek, and he had 22. Chisholm added 14. Pointers in the home whites, and the Warhawks in the road blacks. And the opening tip controlled by Whitewater. Malensek with it, and we are underway. Left wing, it'll go out there to Conahan. Conahan back on top. Malensek off on the right wing to Hunt. Top of the circle, Conahan looking for the high post right now. This is Chisholm driving down against Peter Timmerman. Turnaround jumper, and he's got it up over Peter. Well, he got in deep and scored the first two of the ball game. And a full court press coming up here by Whitewater. Brady Wagner trying to bring it up, and does work it across the timeline over to Zach Moots. 2-0 Warhawks here just underway. Garrett Nelson gives it up on the wing to Flory. Flory puts it on the floor and dishes back out on the perimeter. Peter Timmerman into the right corner. It'll go to Wagner. Kicks to the left corner. Garrett Nelson trying to go baseline. A little runner off the rim. No, tipped up once. No, rebound inside Chisholm. J.T. Hoytink getting a start, by the way. And this one going to be saved by Stevens Point. And then what? A stoppage of play. I don't know if somebody took a shot. They're going to check out Garrett. Oh, he may have gotten poked a little bit in the eye or such. Looks like he's okay. He's going to stay in the game. Let's assume that he's okay. Garrett's done such a great job and already a senior. And what a tough senior year. They can come back next year if they want. I don't know their schooling situation. They do not lose a year of eligibility. Timmerman started to go right and then got bunched up with Nelson. Garrett with it, driving baseline again. Tosses back up to Brady Wagner, and open three, and count it. Stevens Point with the three to grab the lead at 3-2 right now. Brady Wagner, always a great shooter. Can't always create off the dribble for himself, but he's a great spot-up shooter. Over to the right corner, it'll go off there to Hoytink. Puts it on the floor against Moots. Takes Zach down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Walensek's shot is buried from the left corner. Malensek makes it a 5-3 ball game. Phil Flory into the front court. Leaves it off for Brady Wagner. Brady off the Flory screen. Left wing, Zach Moots. Good defense by both teams in reality. Garrett has it out in the left corner. Works dribble, pulls up for the jumper or off the rim. Garrett has improved his outside shooting. He's not ever been a tremendous outside shooter. Let's put it that way. Hunt with it out on the left wing. We are underway here from the Quant. 5-3 Whitewater. Lost ball for the moment, but Hunt got it back into the hands of Hoytink down the lane. Kick out. Hunt wants the three. In and out. No. Tipped rebound coming out of there with it. Conahan. Missed opportunity there. Just didn't screen off real well. So the Warhawks keep it down the lane. That's going to be an offensive foul, or I think it should be anyway. And that's going to go on Malensek. That will be the first on the Warhawks and the first on Gage Malensek. So the Pointers will get it back here. And I do believe, did we get a new player in for Whitewater? We did. It is Derek Gray into the game already. Garrett Nelson brings it into the front court on a pass to Brady Wagner. It's nice to have two senior guards. They've been through it before. They can handle the basketball pretty well. Flory spins down the lane, scooping layup. That is big time right there. Philip Flory evens it up at 5. Malensek into the front court, off on the right side to Gray. Dishes deep into the corner to Conahan. Back up Malensek. Holds it against Garrett Nelson. Size-wise, that's a pretty good matchup. Over to the right wing, Derek Gray with it. He is out of Madison LaFollette High School. Malensek drives, kicks, left corner, open, didn't take it, driving baseline. They let him get all the way to the basket. Conahan looked like they had him sealed off, and then they gave him the extra step. That's all he needed. 7-5 Whitewater, 16-16 to go here in the opening half. It will go off to Zach Moots, Brady Wagner, and the Pointers looking to... Here's Flory with the 3. That's off the mark. Timmerman trying to secure the rebound, tipped it free. Malensek comes up with it into the front court. Warhawks across the way to Conahan, off on the wing to Gray. Gray working against Moots, up on top. It'll come to Chisholm. Chisholm, a tall young man out of McFarland High School. Malensek down the left of the lane, dishes to the corner, around the horn, looking for the open shooter. They got it to Malensek all the way around the corner, and he nails it. That is beautiful basketball from the right corner with 3 passes to the left corner, and you got enough of an opening, and Malensek made you pay. Garrett Nelson, a runner in the lane, and he's got his first 2 of the ball game. Got to get that defense shored up, though, if you're Stevens Point. Malensek is taking it to school here in the early going. Out on the wing with the ball is Conahan. Garrett Nelson went for a steal, but able to recover. Malensek in the lane, spins it off the rim. No. Flory with a rebound for Stevens Point. Phillip very capable of handling the basketball as a 6'6 guy, or 6'5. Garrett wants a deep 3, and he hit it. All right, tell me that you haven't improved your shot, right, Garrett? We're back even at 10, 5 in a row for the Pointers. I like that. In your face, Krieger. We can take that. Out on the right side with it here is Hunt. Top of the circle, stolen away by Moots. He couldn't quite keep the handle on it. Gray comes out of there with it. Into the free throw circle. Right wing, triple, and buried again. These guys are hitting deep, and it is Malensek with his 3rd already in the game. Got to do a better job on him. He's got 9 points on 3 triples here early. And he's been open. You have got to get a hand up on him. Zach Moots, a little push out on the right wing. Got it to Phil Flory. Back to Phillip. Works dribble into the lane. Pulls up for the jumper, partially blocked. Trying to get to the basketball to save it and can't quite get there. It goes out of bounds. Portesi frozen pizza and cheese fries. There aren't many pizzas. Only one Portesi. 14:05 to go. We'll get a timeout coming right back. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. All right, welcome back out to the Quant here. 14:05 to go, and the Warhawks leading Stevens Point 13-10. Yeah, we're going to have to do a better job on Gage Malensek, who already has 9 points. Whitewater already, by the way, is 3 of 4 from long range, and Malensek has made them all. Into the front court with the ball is Hoiting. They'll work it off on the left wing to Brom, who is in there, Jack Brom. Right side tipped away by Cliff McCray and out of bounds. Good to have Cliff into the ball game, the 6'2 sophomore out of Madison West. He's lightning quick, and as we said before, a great defender. Brom will inbound and bounces it onto the floor to Derek Gray. Pointers down 3. Gray looks left, wanted to go there to Hoytink, now backs it out to the high corner, takes the dribble to the top of the top of the circle, and somehow it's like the Red Sea parted, and he got right to the basket for an easy layup. That cannot happen. On ahead to Cliff McCray down the lane, shot blocked out of bounds. McCray got it back, in trouble, doubled up on the baseline, lobs it out. Over it'll come into the left corner to Garrett Nelson. Garrett lobs it back to Peter Timmerman on the left block, inside, in and out, no. Rebound to Hoytink. Got a good shot, didn't knock it down. Ryan Genrick is into the ball game for Stevens Point. Gray out on the wing. You're down by 5 at the moment. Gray with the dribble, trying to get by Garrett Nelson. Steps back, looks inside, looks left, tosses back on top this time to the hands of Brom. Into the right corner, working off the dribble here is Ryan Waddell. Waddell, I should say, against McCray. Kick out 3 and banked in that time by Trayvon Chisholm. Well, you're down by 8 right now. They're throwing stuff up. It's going in the hoop. Here comes Flory, kicks it to the left corner. Genrick with the 3, in and out, no. Pointer's not shooting it all that well, and Whitewater is. Hoytink into the front court, down 8 is Stevens Point. Gray inside Chisholm down the lane, and he'll score it. That was just a lob over the top. And you're down by 10 here early. Getting taken to school, and we're going to get a foul. In the backcourt, or is it a timeout? I think it's a foul. A little too much pressure. We're going to get a timeout for 1. Yep, it's just a timeout. I guess it's going to be a 30. 12:14 to go. We'll stay right here. As I said, we'll try to get you scores on Spash hockey when we get a chance. Spash basketball if we get a chance here. Stevens Point needing that timeout for sure. Trailing with 12:14 to go here in the opening half by 10. I don't think the margin ever got to as high as 10 in that first game. I know the Pointers got up by 8 or 9 at one stage down there, but Whitewater shooting it well at the moment. 5 of 8 from the floor. That's 63%. And as I said before, 3 of 4 from deep. Actually, I think that should be 4 of 5 from deep now, should it not? Or was that after? Yeah, it's got to be. Chisholm had that 3 at the top of the circle. So 20-10 is your score right now. Coming up tomorrow, we have a triple header of high school basketball. We'll start at 2 in the afternoon with the Pacelli girls against Rosholt. At 5 o'clock, it is the Spash girls playing at Marshfield. And then at 7:15, the Spash boys playing up at Merrill. We'll have all 3 of them for you right here on WPCN tomorrow. All right, Whitewater's going to come back with Malensek along with Waddell. Who else is in there? Will Schultz, a 6'5 freshman out of Brookfield and Chicago Hope Academy. Also out there is Hoytink. And who did I miss? That is Brom out there. All right, inbound to Zach Moots. Got to play some D. And you have got to find a way to get the ball in the basket here. McCray out on the left wing. Don't have to panic yet. You got a lot of time. Flory working, backing his way toward the lane. Kicks it out. A deep 3 by Moots off the rim. A rebound comes out long, picked up by Malensek. Malensek into the front court. Gets by Genrick into the lane. Pulls up for the jumper. Hits it and a foul. Well, Malensek is killing you right now. He's going to go to the line with another potential 3. Foul on Philip Flory will be his first. First on the Pointers. And Malensek already with 11 points, could be 12 right here. It's on the way and rolls off the rim. Wouldn't you know, the easiest shot of the night for him is what he misses. 22-10. McCray off the Flory. Again, you can't panic, but you can't get too much farther behind. Moots into the lane, a little jump hook, and he got the roll. Zach can score. We saw that when he was in high school, for sure. Defense is the concern at the moment. Schultz out on the left wing, got it to Malensek. Over to the right side, Waddell. Whitewater doing a great job working the perimeter and then finding the open man with some great passing. Malensek working against Genrich, who makes the steal. Off to Moots into the front court. Zach takes it into the lane, down the lane, scooping layup, and he got it. Creative that time by Zach Moots, and you're back to within 8 at 22-14. They'll fight for another stop here. Off into the hands of Hoytink. To the free throw line, that's Brom. Back around to the right wing. Malensek has done the majority of the damage with 12 points in the game already. Off the screen, he takes it into the lane, kicks it out on the wing, an open triple, comes up short. Flory with a rebound. Phillip will bring it up the left wing. 27 on the shot clock. I don't think we have to worry. He got inside, got it to go with a foul. I thought it was going to roll off the rim, but Phillip Flory gets another basket, and he'll go to the line. That'll be team foul number 2 on the Warhawks. And waiting to see who that foul was called on. It is going to go on Brom, his first. So Phillip Flory will go to the free throw stripe here. Phillip with a great career over at Wisconsin Rapids and then Oshkosh North makes the free throw. Younger brother Grant playing over at Wisconsin Rapids right now. Nice steal by Genrich. He's made 2 great defensive plays already. Into the front court, stops the dribble, almost got knocked over. Moots over to Garrett Nelson, who's back in. Gets a screen from McCray. Cliff gets it right back on the perimeter. Trying to work dribble, pulls up from 15, and he's got it. Cliff McCray and the Pointers digging their way back in, only down now by 3. 22-19. Out on the left wing, McCray went for the steal. Brom able to get the ball and go right to the basket. 24-19. That stops a 9-0 run by Stevens Point. Cliff McCray with it, off to Moots on the left side. Flory trying to set a screen. Pointers will send it around. Right wing, Garrett Nelson. Long skip pass over. Flory gets by his man initially, but nice recovery. Spin move down on the baseline. Kick out. Genrich for 3. Off the rim, no. And up it'll come with the Warhawks. Hoytink into the front court. Leaves it off here for Malensek. High post to Chisholm. Into the hands of Conahan. Malensek with it again. Being guarded now by Genrich. Switched off a screen. Got back over there. Over to the right side. It'll go there to Brom. And are we going to get a foul? Looks like it might go on Stevens Point's Cliff McCray. Guessing. That'll be 2 on the Pointers. And we don't have a 24. They did call it on Cliff McCray. Okay. 24-19 off the inbound. A reverse layup that doesn't go. Chisholm missed the putback, but gets it. No, Flory got it. All right. Off it'll go to Genrich. I thought Chisholm got it back again. Genrich leaves it off for Flory. Nice hustle by Phillip. Out on the left side to Garrett Nelson off the Flory screen. Garrett works dribble to the free throw line, kicks it back over. Flory thought about 3, drives it down the lane, tosses one up, won't go. And a foul is called. They're going to call that on Flory. That'll be 2 on Phillip. So he might have to sit here early going. And that is going to, by the looks of it, bring in the freshman Elijah Vandervelden out of Huntington, Indiana. Well, big minutes now for Elijah because you've got 8:39 to go in the half. And it is Whitewater 24, Stevens Point 19 on your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Open for business, practicing social distancing. Just a great place to go for a dinner or a little break from the everyday hustle and bustle. Great folks over at the Final Score, second of Maria Stevens Point. McCray picks up his second now. And the 4th team foul on Stevens Point. That'll bring Brady Wagner right back in for McRae. Well, it's tough sledding right now. Whitewater as normal, very quick. Looking to inbound as Hoytink tosses it in long to Malensik. He and Chisholm bumped into each other, but they're okay. Malensik off the screen, and that's a holding foul. No doubt about it on Elijah Vandervelden. Reached out and held Malensik, who is going to get by his man again. We're having trouble guarding Malensik. It is not a shooting foul yet, but we're not far away from that. He is a load, is he not? In for Stevens Point is going to come Ryan Peterson, the 6-foot freshman out of Northland Pines High School, Eagle River, Wisconsin. Hoytink will inbound to the backcourt here to Conahan. Malensik in the high left corner. Garrett's got to stay with him. Cuts him off and then almost caught it off the hip that time. Guess he never put the ball back on the floor is what they're saying. Hunt into the lane. Back to Malensik with a little push off. Loads that one up and buries it along two. A little push off that time, but he got away with it. 26-19. You had gotten back within 3. Now you're back down by 7. Moots into the front court. Almost lost it. Got it off to Brady Wagner. Not going to be easy here trying to win 2 in a row against the same team in the same week. Guys, remember, Wagner down to the baseline. Moots around the horn. It'll go. Garrett runs it down to the baseline. Tosses one up. We're going to get a foul. Not sure they're going to call that a shooting foul or not. Partners Pub, Stevens Point's birthday headquarters. Open 365 days a year. Great food, drinks, entertainment, and company. And a timeout right here. 7:32 to go. Whitewater 26, Stevens Point 19. Back in a minute. This is Pointers basketball on WPCN. Well, 7:32 to go in the opening half, and Whitewater has basically led it almost all the way. The Pointers had one lead when it was 3-2. Otherwise, the Warhawks have built the lead as big as 12 and have a 7-point advantage at the moment. That foul, by the way, was on Briante Hunt, his first, 3rd team. Point will inbound. 2 guys already with 2 fouls for Stevens Point. Zach Moots inbounds to the right corner to Garrett Nelson. Peterson over to Wagner. Brady down to the left baseline. Step back jumper, and Brady's got it. He's got 5 points here early. 26-21. Stevens Point trailing. Hoytink off on the right wing will get it there to Gray. Swinging around Hunt, left side. Hoytink again. Malensik getting a little rest at the moment. Hoytink stops the dribble. Into the corner, Hunt driving baseline, tapped away, picked up by Vandervelden, into the hands of Nelson. Long cross court. This is Peterson in the left corner. Didn't have time to load it up. He's a great shooter, folks. You're going to love him for the next 4 years. Brady Wagner on the right wing. We were watching him in that purple gold game. He can light it up. Into the lane, Moots falling over, manages to get rid of it to Vandervelden. Off to Garrett. 9 on the shot clock. Into the lane, turnaround jumper. That's not going to go. Rebounded down deep by Gray. Kind of had to force one up. Lead feed, Chisholm all alone. Easy 2. Well, he got beat back down the floor. That's one thing our young freshman Elijah Vandervelden will learn. You've really got to get back in college basketball. These guys get up and go, especially Whitewater, but almost any team in our league, when they see an opportunity, they are gone. So you got to get on your pony and go. Moots will inbound it here to Garrett Nelson. Almost thought Garrett traveled with it, but no call. Off to Zach Moots. Zach into the front court here. We'll get you an update on some scores when we have an opportunity. Brady Wagner over to Garrett Nelson. Back to Brady, takes the triple. That one's not going to go, and Moots is going to get a rebounding foul, or maybe not. I thought maybe Zach was over the back, but they're going to call it on Conahan.
Number 11, Brian.
So that'll be his first, fourth team. Point will inbound. Down by 7, 28-21, 6:01 to go here in the opening half. Zach will be the inbounder. Peter Timmerman back in there right now. Moots looking, gets it into the corner to Wagner. He had 20 back on the shot clock, by the way. Peter Timmerman around the horn. It'll go here. Garrett Nelson. Garrett working against Gray, takes it to the baseline, pulls up for the jumper, and got it. Garrett Nelson now with 7 points at 17 in the season opener, 28-23, back within 5. Malensek tosses to the right corner. Brom runs that one down, sends it back to Gray up on top. Gray over to the left wing, into the hands here now of John Atunis. Back out, Malensek wide open, in and out, no, but the put back there for Brom. You got to have a body on him. Inbound to Moots. You got him to finally miss one, and then unable to get the rebound, 30-23. Garrett Nelson into the corner. Peterson loads the triple, a little too strong. Rebound, Chisholm. On ahead, it'll go here to Atunis into the lane. Kept his dribble up. Malensek drives it down, kicks it out. Brom for 3, got it, and it's a 10-point game. They've got 5 3-pointers to their credit already. 33-23. Garrett into the front court. Brady Wagner's going to take an early triple. That's off the mark. Rebound to Malensek. He'll bring it across the timeline. Stops at the arc. Trying to get by Moots. Big push off. Got it to Chisholm, and he'll score it. Point thought maybe there should have been a foul, but no whistle. Now you're down by 12 again. 35-23. You miss, they make, and the score gets divided or separated pretty quickly, doesn't it? Garrett Nelson on the right wing. Nothing cures evil like making some baskets. Garrett's 3 in and out, no. Well, we're struggling and maybe taking some early shots. Malensek down the right of the lane, skips it over to the corner to Gray. Back on top, Brom drives it down the left of the lane, goes glass, no, but a foul is going to be whistled. That'll be team number 6 on Stevens Point. And in for Stevens Point, Anthony Espenson and Ryan Genrick also back in, and we've got another timeout. 3:55 remaining in the opening half. Whitewater up to a 12-point lead. 35-23, back in a minute. Pointers basketball on WPCN. Women leading Whitewater 13-11. They still have 8:31 to go down in Whitewater. Our men right here in the Quant struggling, if you want to make it pretty easy to say. Whitewater 35-23. Oshkosh leading Platteville men 24-23 right now. And it'll be Brom at the free throw line for the first time tonight. His first on the way is good. That's your largest lead now at 13. He's got another coming up. And make it a 14-point lead for the Warhawks. 37-23 right now. So you've been outscored 15-4 here after getting back within 3. Zach Moots heading left. Takes the crossover dribble, runs baseline, kicks it out, tipped out of bounds. It'll be Pointer basketball. Well, there's a long ways to go, but you can't bury yourself. You got to score, and you've got to defend, and that's right now the challenge. Garrett Nelson off the screen that time from Moots. Garrett running baseline, gives to the corner, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That does not help the cause. Bone and Joint Clinic for convenient locations across central Wisconsin, including Plover. Learn more at bonejoint.net. Malensek into the front court. He has been the big thorn in the side. Ryan Genrich trying to defend him. Into the right corner, it'll go there to Atunis. And then we've got a foul called. And this is going on Stevens Point. It's going to be on Peter Timmerman.
35, Peter Timmerman.
Whitewater
His first, team 7.
is taking Stevens Point to school right now. This is a 1-1 for Trevon Chisholm. Peter, I don't know if he's got some blood or something, but they're going to check him out. You have Flory and McCray down with 2 personals already. So you've had to go young, and it shows. Not that the other group was playing great defense. It's going to be fair there, but these young guys, they will learn the intensity that it takes. Chisholm's front end of the 1-1 rolls off the rim. Genrich able to secure the rebound. So the Pointers down by 37-23. Zach Moots into the front court. Gets it into the hands here of Espenson around. It'll come to Genrich, top of the circle, Moots. 3 minutes left in the half. It'd be nice to get this back down to within 8 points or so if you possibly could. Moots on the wing, launches a triple. He's got it. Zach has certainly that range, 37-26. Need to stop in another basket. Malensek takes it across the top of the circle. Into the right corner, Hoytink with a 3, and you get one and you give one right back because you can't get out defensively. Garrett Nelson against Malensek takes him all the way to the baseline. Back to Moots, running baseline, back to Garrett. A wide open triple, count it. Well, again, you have to get stops defensively. 40-29. Malensek into the front court. Every time you get Malensek to pass, and there's a backdoor cut by Brom, stripped away off of Brom and out of bounds. That's hustled by Garrett Nelson. But whose man was that? That was just way too easy. They just completely lost Brom, the defender, not thinking about it, and Brom rolled to the basket. Should have been easy except for the hustle of Garrett Nelson to go and slap that one away. So Point will get the ball back here. Defense a concern. Peter Timmerman looking to get the ball on the floor. They finally do. Genrich up to Garrett into the front court. Basket would be huge off the Peter Timmerman screen. Gets it right back. Drives baseline, going reverse. Scores it with a foul. Peter Timmerman. We want Peter to be more aggressive offensively. He certainly has that capability. And the foul, the 5th on the Warhawks here. And that foul called on the Warhawks on Trevon Chisholm, his first. They have 5 team fouls, 1 on 5 different players. Peter trying to cap off a 3-point play, left it short. 40-31. So you're back within 9. How about another stop at the basket? 1:47 to go. Malensek back over to Gray. On the left wing with the basketball, Conahan. Chisholm backdooring. Hunt got inside. He left Espenson, and Hunt scores the layup. You cannot turn your head. And a bad pass here by Espenson, turned over, and now a foul is going to be called on Ryan Genrick, and Whitewater will go right back to the line. Just a bad inbound pass. It's not like the guys are trying to do this, but you're going to like Anthony Espenson over the next 4 years. We've got some really, really nice freshmen, but the operative word there is freshmen, and they're going to have to learn. I guess this is the season to do that, right? Malensek at the free throw line. This is a front end of a 1-and-1, and he misses that one. Well, he's got 13 points and missed 2 free throws. Espenson in the corner, out to Peter Timmerman, back over to Garrett, launches a triple, got it again! Garrett Nelson, 3 threes for Garrett, and point back within 8 at 42-34 now. Gray up on top, almost dragged that pivot foot over to Hunt on the right wing, trying to get by Espenson. Up on top to Chisholm, bounces left side, Conahan. Malensek, shot clock at 9, going to work against Genrick with a push-off. They didn't call it, misses the 3. Rebound Gray, back out to Hoytink. Hoytink into the lane, back out to Malensek. How did they not call that push-off? It was so obvious. Malensek takes the drive against Genrick into the lane, and now they're going to get a foul called on Genrick. Now that's what's bad about, and it's not meant to be, but boy, you miss one and then you get kind of a ticky-tacker and changes the complexion of things. There was such an obvious push-off by Malensek, but they let that one go. He will go back to the free throw line. This is still, I think, a 1-and-1. That's 2 fouls on Ryan Genrick now. 9 on the pointers. Well, you got to get the calls when they're there. That's just my opinion. Malensek trying from the stripe, and that one rattles around, but it goes in. 43-34. 31 seconds to go in the opening half. His second is on the way, and that one's perfect. So it's back to a 10-point lead. That's a big change right there. Garrett Nelson gets it off to Zach Moots, stolen away by Gray. Into the hands of Malensek. Just didn't secure the ball. Gray, Malensek, they'll go for a final shot here. 2 big turnovers on inbounds for Stevens Point. Malensek across the timeline, 8 seconds along the timeline. Gets by his man, drives it in, kicks it out. We're going to get an offensive foul called on Malensek. And that time, I don't think there was that much there. But a good flop by Garrett Nelson. That's 2 on Malensek now. So the Pointers have 3.8 seconds to go down and try to get a shot off. This full court pressure has been effective by Whitewater. They do it just enough. They've forced, 3 turnovers on it? Garrett inbounded, got it back. He'll take the jumper at the horn, way too strong, and we are headed to the locker room. So it is halftime. Whitewater carries a 10-point lead into the locker room. It's 44-34. The Whitewater Warhawks having the lead. We'll be back here in 90 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. The UW Stevens Point men's basketball team trails by 10. We'll get stats. We've got trivia coming your way yet at half, but we'll get you the scores on the other games that we have and see if we can find out anything on our Spash hockey game. Looks like it's 0-0 after period number 1. The winner moves on in the tournaments, of course, and the loser's season comes to an end. So it gets tough on all those young players, whether it's hockey or basketball or what have you. You all want to do so well. And our young guys want to do well. There's no getting around that. When you got down by 22-10, you thought, oh boy. But then you rattled off 9 in a row, only to then be outscored 15-4, to fall behind by 14 points. Here you got it back within 9 and had a chance to cut that down, turned it over twice, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point difference here at halftime. Keeping in mind you had to play a lot of that first half without Philip Flory and without Cliff McRae, 2 veterans, even though Flory hasn't played here before. Comes in as a junior, and he is our best player. But I'm just going to be honest with you. You haven't had a chance to see him, but he is our best player. And you'll see that as you watch him, whether you watch the video streams or next year when you are able to come to the Quant. And boy, we hope by next season we can all get back to that kind of thing. But with that all being said, he was out with foul trouble, and so was Cliff McRae, so that hurt a little bit. You've got to dig your way out of a 10-point deficit. You can't do it all in, the first minute, so get in for the long haul, play some defense. You're going to have to hold Whitewater to less than 44 points in the half. You gave up 68 in the whole game the other day. So to do that, you can only allow 22 points here in the second half. Good luck with that. Whitewater is, so many teams come into the Quant and shoot really well in here. I don't know what it is, if our lighting is better or it's just a great shooting background, but teams really shoot well in the Quant as visitors. At least that's my observation over the last 40 plus years. So yeah, whatever that is, why is it that they can come in here and shoot the ball so well? I don't know, but they do. So Whitewater is doing that, and we'll have the stats to bear that out in just a few moments. Let's take a 1-minute break. We will come back here to the Quant. It is Whitewater 44, Stevens Point 34 on your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Go enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation at the Final Score, where Long Island Saturdays turn into bloody Sundays. They're at 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. Back in a minute, Pointer men's basketball on WPCN. For our UW Stevens Point men by a score right now of 44-34. And as I said, we'll get the other scores from around our league here in just a few moments. Looks like everybody else is in a pretty tight game. Although, as I pull that one up, Oshkosh has grabbed an 11-point advantage right now over Platteville at the half down in Oshkosh. Those two teams are, I think, both going to be very, very good. Our Pointer women are leading at the moment. They're not quite at halftime, so we'll wait and get you a score on that. But the women have a lead after having lost here against Whitewater. Second half will be obviously the big determiner for so many of these games here today. And keeping in mind, you're going to play your 8 conference games. Point's going to play Platteville next week, Oshkosh the week after, and River Falls the week after that. Then they are going to seed and have a conference postseason tournament. And that'll be the end of the season, unfortunately. There will be no NCAA Division III postseason tournament this year. But at least these guys will get some games in, and then they will prepare for what we hope will be a full season in 2021-22. That's all we can hope for right now, right? All right, halftime. Let's get to our statistics. For the Whitewater Warhawks, and these are some gaudy numbers here at halftime, the Hawks have hit 17 of 25 field goals. That is 68%. If you allow a team to shoot 68%, pretty good chance you're not going to win. So you got to shore that up. They are 6 of 10 from deep, 60%, and just 4 of 7 from the free throw line. That's 57%. Right now at the half, Gage Malensek with 15 points. Trevon Chisholm has 11. 9 points already for Jack Brom. 3 for J.T. Hoytink, and then 2 apiece for Briante Hunt, Brian Conahan, and also Derek Gray. The Warhawks, by the way, out-rebounding Stevens Point 17-9 here at halftime. That does not help, does it? I guess not. For Stevens Point, Hoyters are shooting 14 of 29 from the field, 48%. 5 of 14 from deep, that's only 36%. 1 of 2 from the line, so obviously did not get to the stripe much. Garrett Nelson leading the way with 13 points right now. 7 for Zach Moots, 5 for Philip Flory, 5 for Brady Wagner. 2 points each for Peter Timmerman and Cliff McRae. And the Pointers, as I said, out-rebounded 17-9. Whitewater also has 10 assists in tonight's game and 6 turnovers. Stevens Point, 5 assists and 4 turnovers at this juncture. So, seriously, 48% from the floor is not bad. But you're allowing 68%. That's not good. So, you've got to get back to the main focus of UW Stevens Point men's basketball for years has been defense. And we're going to have to see if the guys can get back to that. We're going to take a 90-second break. We'll come back and get your trivia question for you. It might be tough for you to get. I'm not sure. We'll give you a little extra time to work on it here tonight. It is Whitewater 44, Stevens Point 34 at the half. We'll be back in 90 seconds. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Get you our trivia question here today. Trivia, of course, brought to you by Portesi Frozen Pizza and Cheese Fries. There are many pizzas. There's only one Portesi. Phone number to call is 342-1010, 342-1010. First person that can give Derek the correct answer will get a couple of pizzas from Portesi. I want to remind you, you as an individual can only win once every 30 days, okay? So if you have won in the last 30 days, and Derek will check our sheet, don't call in. All right, so until 30 days are up anyway. Here you go. You might have to dig a little for this one. Stevens Point will play 8 regular season games this year. Doesn't matter if they're conference or non-conference. 8 regular season games. And this is the 2021 season, okay? So what's the last season that the Pointers played less than 8 regular season games? What was the last season that the Pointers played less than 8 regular season games? That's our question here tonight. 3, 4, 2, 10, 10 is the number to call. I cannot get any score on the La Crosse and Eau Claire game. So if anybody it keeps telling me they haven't started yet. So with that, let's take a look. Other men's scores at the half: Oshkosh 40, Platteville 29, and Stout leading River Falls. River Falls leading Stout 29-28. Also, our women at the half have a lead of 28-22 down in Whitewater. So keep it going to our ladies, and hopefully our men can straighten out the defense here in the second half and find a way to come back with a victory here today. Having one down in Whitewater Wednesday, it would be nice to hold home court. 44-34 on your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Watch your favorite teams. Enjoy the daily food and drink specials at the Final Score, Second and Maria Stevens Point. We're going to take a 30-second break, come back and get this second half started. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Sprains, strains, and fractures can happen at any
See what happens. Still working on trivia. As I said, this might take a little while. And it might be one, if you just put your thinking cap on a little bit, you might figure this one out. But otherwise, guessing is not against the rules. Ryan Genrick is going to get a start in the second half, along with Zach Moots, Cliff McCrae, Philip Flory, and Garrett Nelson. So here we go. Let's see what we can do with this one. McCrae is going to launch a quick three, and he's got it. Well, there you go. That's a nice start, Cliff. Cliff McCrae, the sophomore out of Madison West, will cut that lead down to 7 at 44-37 here. Now you got to do it at the defensive end, however. Malensek with it. Gives it off to Hunt on the right sideline. Back on top, it'll come to Hoytink. Malensek underneath, stolen away by Philip Flory. Brings it up across the timeline, working dribble, left side, gets it to Genrick, kicks it out to Garrett, got by his man, into the right corner, it'll go to Moots. Zach drives it into the lane, stops, kicks it back out, shot not available, over to Garrett, runs it to the free throw lane, tough shot, no, rebound inside, will go to Hunt. Might not have been the best shot for Garrett, but we'll see. Malensek into the front court here. Over to the right side, poked away from Conahan, but he tracks it down. Back over to Hunt in the corner, tried to go inside, stolen away by McCrae. They're trying to get it into the post. Nice job by Cliff reading that one. Well, get another basket. He pulls up for a triple. High off the rim, no, and the rebound into the hands of Conahan. Point usually likes to take more time. Pull up 3 at the other end now, and Hoyting gets it right back to a 3-point lead. Nobody near it. McCray lead feed left sideline. Flory takes the dribble to the baseline, kicks it out to McCray. Cliff looking, got bottled up, gets it back over. Nelson into the hands of Moots. Back to Garrett on top, 47-37. Philip Flory wants a triple. He's got it. Philip with his first 3 of the ball game. Back within 7 at 47-40. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Malensek to Hoyting. Up high to Chisholm. Way out on the perimeter, driving baseline, kick into the corner. Malensek, open 3. Guess what? You cannot lose him. He's got 4 3-pointers already. You just cannot lose him. Zach Moots off to Cliff McCray, explodes to the basket, goes inside and gets it. 50-42, back down by 8. Can't win this one trying to outscore him. I don't think so anyway. Hoytink off to Hunt on the left wing. Lobs it over. Right side, Conahan. Working against Garrett. Takes him down to the baseline. Sends the pass into the left corner. Wide open again. I just don't get it. Hoytink hits another triple. He's got 3. And the inbound will come to Philip Flory. You're gambling on double teams and leaving guys wide open, and they are killing you. Garrett Nelson, down by 11, gives it up to Zach Moots. Off the screen from Flory. Back to Phillip. Gets by. Hunt down underneath. Scores it with a foul. Well, Philip Flory is going to score points. There is no getting around it. And that foul will go on Whitewater. But you can't win this game if you don't start to play better defense. Jack Brom will come in here replacing Briante Hunt, who picked up his second personal foul. Flory will be at the line. He's already got 10 points in the game. Trying to get his squad within 8 if he hits this, and he does. So it's 53-45. Need to stop. Malensek off to Hoyting. Brom with it. They have done a great job of working guys open, getting the ball, especially out into the corners. Chisholm on the wing trying to get by Flory, and he just simply lost the dribble out of bounds. Pointers will get it back right here. Opportunity time. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community with locations in Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa. Garrett Nelson off to Zach Moots. He'll bring it across the timeline. Genrich attacks into the lane, lobs it out to McCray. Up on top, around the horn, Garrett Nelson driving baseline out to Flory. Takes the 3 off the rim, no, and the rebound off to Chisholm. Well, you got a good look. Here come the Warhawks. Hoyting into the hands of Malensek. Genrich getting a big start in the second half. Malensek taking the freshman in. Up and under, no. Nice rebound by Philip Flory. Flory's going to push. 3-on-3 into the lane, down the lane. Kicks it out on the wing. Garrett passes it up. Drives it to the free throw line. Over to McCray. Down deep, it'll go off the hand of Moots and out of bounds. Well, he had an idea of getting it into the post, but didn't get the pass there. And now a timeout. 15:45 to go. Timeout. Stevens Point back within 8. Have had a couple of chances. It's 53-45. We're back in a minute. Pointers basketball on WPCN. right, back out at the Quant where Stevens Point is down 8, 53-45 here early part of the second half. And we got a trivia winner. Didn't take as long as I thought it might. Jeff Martin of Stevens Point picks up a couple of great Fortesi pizzas. Jeff either has some great statistics, reference books at home, or he logically figured it out, which I thought might be the probably better idea on try to figure this one out. We'll get the trivia answer for you in a moment. Over to the right wing, it'll go there to Conahan. Back on top. And a bad pass here by Malensic, stolen away. Flory into the lane and a scooping layup, and he got the roll. Good bother by Malensic. 53-47. Back within 6 now. Lob goes in deep. Brom will score it, and a foul. Well, they'll get you inside, they'll get you outside. Let's see this foul on Garrett Nelson. His first, but now a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. You got yourself within 6, might be down 9. Yeah, Jeff Martin is our trivia winner. The last time Point played, in this case, less than 8 games, as Brom makes the free throw. Think back to World War II. 1945, Pointers played 5 games and finished 4-1. So congrats to Jeff Martin on that one. 56-47. Garrett Nelson to the basket, blocked away and out of bounds. It will go back to Stevens Point. Garrett tried to take it in deep, and I think Brom is the guy that swatted it out of bounds. So a 9-point deficit. Boots will be the inbounder. Still looking, bounces it to McCray, who misses the bunny. He had all sorts of time, didn't realize it. Chisholm was there, but Chisholm went up and down, and that left Cliff wide open to just put it off the glass. We're going to get an illegal screen on top by Trayvon Chisholm. So the Pointers will get the ball back here. That's his second personal. Boy, as these guys, and then when I say these guys, McCray and Flory, Genrick, all these young guys, Espenson, Peterson, the Vanderveldens, as they get to know this system, Levi Ewan, we were going to have a pretty nice basketball team, folks. I do believe that. And they'll add to that. Philip Flory on the right wing. Backing it down into the lane, spin move, fakes it, then lost the handle on it just when he was going to go up to score. Too bad he did all the hard work and then just lost the handle. Malensic up front, you're down by 9. Brom attacks into the lane. That he got away with an extra step and scored it. Got away with an extra step, and now you're down 11. Garrett Nelson. That's the problem with fighting back from behind. You get close, and then you make a mistake, and all of a sudden, the lead goes right back to where it was. Garrett into the lane, stopped up, needs help, backdoor cut. Genrick blocked away by Chisholm. Well, nice play, but Chisholm with a better play. Brom down the lane, no, and a foul's going to be called. Whitewater using its athleticism here, and they're outrunning you right now. You've got to slow that down somehow. Let's see, it'll be Brom at the line for 2. Team number 2 on Stevens Point. Moots gets his second personal, by the way. And Brom at the line misses the first. He's got 14 points in the ball game. Had 7 in the opener down at Whitewater. 58-47. He missed them both. Moots able to secure the rebound. Well, that's a break. Garrett Nelson will bring it across the timeline to the free throw lane underneath the Flory. Flory battling against Brom, goes up, didn't get the roll. McCray had it, lost it. Chisholm comes down with it and then throws it off the bottom of the backboard, but it still gets over to where it was going to Derek Gray. Malensic, Brom in the post, wants it. Got it back up to Chisholm, working against Flory, takes him down to the block. Little baseline runner, and Trayvon Chisholm scores it. So now you're back down by 13. That is 7 in a row now for Whitewater. You've gotten to within 6 and now giving up 7 straight. Philip Flory, hand off to Genrick. Looking over to Garrett Nelson. And a screening foul on Cliff McRae. And just like a turnover. That'll be his 3rd and the 3rd team foul on Stevens Point. That is going to bring in Anthony Espenson for Stevens Point to replace McRae right now. It's going to be a work in progress. We know that. We're going to just have to enjoy the fact that these guys, all of them, not just our pointers, but all these young guys who put in so much work to get a chance to play. We've been watching the Division I guys, and they get to have a tournament. These guys don't get that opportunity. Chisholm from the top of the circle, off the rim high. Rebound, tipped by Flory, picked up by Espenson. Out it'll come to Genrick. 12:25 to go. Back out to Flory, puts it on the floor, sends it across the way. Garrett Nelson to Flory, cutting down the lane, and a foul. Boy, it got there late, but it was a foul. Got Phillip from behind. Brom will get the foul. That's his 2nd. And the 3rd on Whitewater. So now Flory goes to the line here. This will be a 2-shot foul. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Phillip made it the 1st. Briante Hunt will come back for Brom here. And the 2nd one for Flory is good. That is going to bring in Ryan Peterson for Stevens Point, replacing Zach Moots. Speaking of Zach, we'll be up in his hometown of Merrill for Spash boys basketball tomorrow night. Out on the right wing, Hunt with it. Spash will be up there. Swing it right into the low post. Kick out. Here's Hunt for a triple, and guess what? He hit it. Boy, they are just scoring from the perimeter. Here comes Garrett Nelson. 63-49. Garrett down the right of the lane to the baseline to Genrick, and tipped away and out of bounds back to Stevens Point. Well, I think we've got a timeout coming here. So 11:43 to go in the ball game. Time to, well, put something together. We'll take the break and come right back. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Thanks to Kevin Hurd, he got us a score on that Eau Claire lacrosse game, 28-23 at the half, with the Blue Gold leading. In the second half, Stout leads River Falls right now. These are men's scores, 41-34. Platteville back within 10 at Oshkosh, 47-37. And right now our Pointer women with a 29-22 lead. They're just barely back underway in the second half. 63-49, inbound it'll come to Garrett Nelson. Well, you can't take too long to start whittling away this lead. Garrett running baseline to the corner will go to Peterson. Out to Flory, an open 3, count it for Phillip. You have to have more than one offensive player, and I think these freshmen will get there, but going to have to give them some time. Up on top to Gray, got by Garrett, kicks it out to Hunt into the corner. Did he step out of bounds? I guess so. That's, I think, the call. So we'll go back to Stevens Point. Flory will inbound to Genrick. Pointers down by 11. Genrick into the front court. Gives it up. Espenson at the free throw line. Takes the 15-footer. He's got it. Anthony Espenson. His first college points. 63-54. Back within 9. Now you got to dig deep and get another stop. Chisholm up on top. Malensek not in there right now, so makes him hay. Hunt with a triple, and he got the bounce. Caught the rim up off the glass and back down in. He got a 2, gave up 3. Philip Flory back into the hands of Genrick. 66-54. Getting a little bother from Hoyting. Brings it across the line. Almost turned it over. Over to Garrett Nelson. Garrett on the dribble. Free throw line. Pulls up and then dishes it off to Flory. Philip and Garrett run into each other. Back it'll go to Nelson. 9 on the shot clock. He'll take a triple. Left that short. Didn't follow it up. Rebound, Whitewater. Here comes Gray up the right sideline. Back out to Hoyting. Hunt on the wing. Espenson trying to guard him. Sends it up to Gray on top. And off ball, we're going to get a foul. Where's that one going to go? It's going to be a screening foul inside on Briante Hunt. I believe that'll be his 3rd and the 4th team foul. The Rock and Roll Cafe opens 7 days a week with extended hours Thursday through Saturday. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Warhawks by 12. Pointers beat them by 2 on Wednesday. Peterson does get it on the floor here to Garrett Nelson. We're inside 10 minutes to go, so we'll see if the Pointers can dig this one out. Garrett running baseline, pull up a little jumper. He's got it. Back to within 10. 66-56. Way too many points being scored. Point Lakes defense normally. Malensek is back in. Genrick has him. Right side with it is Conahan to the corner. Got it back to Chisholm. Got by Flory. And they're going to call him for a hook. That'll be 3 on Chisholm now. Said he hooked to get by Philip Flory. 9:27 to go. Peterson to inbound. Finally gets it on the floor to Genrick. He'll push into the front court, into the lane, down the lane, scooping layup, score it with a foul. Oh, Ryan Genrick with a heck of a play to get to the rack and score it, and with a foul. We will see more of that in the coming years. That foul is going to go as number 6 on the Warhawks, I think. Yep. And the 4th personal on Trayvon Chisholm. So Ryan Genrick at the free throw line. Got it. Well, that gets you back within 7 again at 59-66. 9:20 to go here, and the official's going to check on something, maybe the shot clock or something. Oh, they ran the clock down a few more seconds now, so let's see what they're going to do. They're working on the clock right now. Pointer women are up 36-31 down in Whitewater. Our men back within 7 at the moment. Well, we got to within 6, you might recall, at 53-47. And that lead went right back up to 14, which I believe is the biggest lead so far here tonight. Yep. Stevens Point had one lead of 1 point at 3-2. That was the only lead for UWSP. They're still working on the clock here, so no score that I have seen on the hockey game as of yet. The Chelly boys defeating Spencer 47-23 in boys basketball. All right, Whitewater with it. Hoyting gives left, back on top. Malensek, an open 3, in and out and back in. Well, they ran it off a screen and caught the freshman Genrick, who couldn't get through that screen, and 3 more, you're back down by 10. Boy, that Malensik, he's only a sophomore, so get used to that name. Garrett Nelson off the high screen, down the right of the lane to the baseline. Espenson left it short. Flory trying to secure the rebound, couldn't quite catch up with it. Boy, Phillip has a high-energy motor. He just keeps moving. Malensik into the front court, somehow put a clamp on that guy. Up it'll go to Hoytink, back over to Malensik on the right side. In on the low block to Conahan. Kicks it out. Brom wide open for 3, and they are just not missing from outside. 72-59. You were just back within 7. And now you're down again by 13. Garrett Nelson into the lane, down the lane, scoops the layup. No, foul whistle. Well, you'll go to the line. But it is going to be, that should be team 7. Now they say team 6. Okay, my bad. That foul on Conahan. I had 7 in the book, but Phillip Flory for a triple, in and out. Well, no, Cliff McRae had the rebound, had it poked away. Well, McRae went high to get the rebound, but then didn't hang on to it. Malensek over to the left side will go to Hunt. Malensek with it. Puts it on the floor against Genrick. Right wing to Conahan. Into the corner, bounces it on the baseline to Brom. Taking Flory in, a little lean-in push-offs, goes up, can't hit it. McRae tips it, but can't secure it. Still loose, picked up, shot block, rebound, Garrett Nelson, and then a reaching foul. We don't have a whole lot of hype. When I say we, the Pointers. I mean, Phillip Flory is 6'5". That's not short. We all know that as we go through life. But in basketball sense, it's not a whole lot of size. That is going to be foul number 4 on Briante Hunt. And it will be team foul number 7 and a timeout here. 7:24 remains. Whitewater back up by 13 at 72-59. We'll be right back. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Scoreboard. No update on the hockey game. Try to get that to you in a little bit. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard here shows Whitewater 72, Stevens Point 59. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score. Second of Maria, Stevens Point. I'm sure they'll have a great day for the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. So get out and enjoy that. I'm going to sit in my basement, I think, and watch the game and enjoy it. The hockey game 1-1 starting the 3rd period, thanks to our engineer, Mr. Derek Molsky. So Stevens Point should be going to the line here with a 1-1 off that foul. Garrett Nelson will step to the line. Garrett with 15 points so far in the game tonight. Only 2 in the second half. The senior out of Beaver Dam High School. And McRae fell into the lane. So that'll wipe out that free throw try. Cliff kind of lost his balance and touched his hand into the lane. I don't think his feet ever went in. But the official said, you're done, 72-59. So another mistake. Conahan on top to Brom, off on the left wing. Whitewater with a basketball. This is Itunis. Malensek kicks it out, left side. Itunis all the way to the basket as McCray left him. And he gets his first 2 of the ball game. 74-59, back up by 15. Philip Flory down to the left baseline. Sends it across. Zach Moots, his triple is buried. Zach with 10. 74-62. You still have time, but, well, we have said it how many times. You have to do it defensively. Conahan on top. Hoytink with it. Sends it right at Tunis. Takes McCray baseline to the corner, swinging around. Malensek trying to get Garrett Nelson in. And we've got a foul called. That'll be on Stevens Point, not a shooting foul. Number 2 on Garrett Nelson, 4 on the Pointers now. Next week, the Pointer men will be at home on Wednesday and on the road on Friday with Platteville, the opponent. Inbound, Malensek, baseline jumper, threw up an airman. Cliff McCray comes out of there with it for Stevens Point. On ahead, Flory attacks inside. He'll lay it up. It doesn't go, but he is fouled. Oh, Phillips not happy with himself. He got hit all the way to the basket and just rolled it off the rim. Why, that's some athleticism as he got to the rack in a hurry. Foul called on Brom, his third. Phillips' free throw is good. 74-63. Another one to go. Triple header of high school basketball for you tomorrow. Flory makes them both. 74-64. Is this the time you make that final push? 6:13 to go. Malensek against Genrick over the top of the circle, down the lane, blocked away by Garrett Nelson, picked up by Moots. 3-on-2, on ahead to Garrett. In off the wing, he'll lay it up and in. Well, big play there. 74-66. How about another stop? Into the front court, and now the Warhawks want to call a timeout. A little fire coming up here for the Pointers. Imagine if we had a full Quad Fieldhouse, the noise right now. But we'll take it the way it is. 74-66. Let's take the break. It's a 1-minute timeout. We will be back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. See, Oshkosh leading Platteville 59-48. That's a men's score. The Stout women trailing River 71-63 at the moment. Also a women's score. Eau Claire leading Lacrosse 59-44. Here we are. Back in action. Hunt on the left wing for Whitewater. Bounces it to Brom. 15 on the shot clock. Over on the right side to Itunis. To Malensek. Off the screen. Malensek into the lane. Nothing available. Out to Hunt for another three, and he hits it again. I just can't believe we are leaving that many outside shooters uncontested. They're running a lot of screens, but you have to get through them somehow. Genrick on the wing, 77-66. And credit Whitewater, they're making all those shots. Genrick into the lane, down the lane, scooping layup, rolls off the rim. Rebound by Hunt. Great move, just didn't get the roll. We've had a couple of those tonight. And now Whitewater can walk it up the floor, take as much time as they want each possession. Tipped away, but Tunis goes and gets it. Kick out Brom into the lane, bounces left. Hunt drives baseline, kicks it on the wing. Tunis drives it into the lane, leaves it off for Brom. 6 on the shot clock. Malensek into the lane, a little runner, in and out, no, rebound tipped. Malensek comes out of there with it, then falls on the floor. Ball still loose. Who's going to get it? We'll get a jump ball. Well, good hard scramble. Possession goes to the Warhawks. These guys obviously love the game of basketball. They stuck around through all these practices, not knowing what was going to happen. We had, Stevens Point again, several guys, recruits that we hope will come to school next year that just decided because of the uncertainty, you know, the financial hardship of going to school. That's a lot of money. So they opted to wait a year. We're hoping that they still decide to come. Malensek down the lane, scooping layup, he scored it. Well, you missed that opportunity for a rebound, and now you're back down by 13. Cliff McCray with the ball. Live and learn here is what it is for Stevens Point. Genrick, McCray, bounces it in deep to Moots. Moots into the lane, stops, out to McCray. Behind the back, into the lane, jump stop, up inside, scores it. McCray now with 9 points in the game. Whitewater can walk it back up. We're inside 4 minutes to go, and they lead it by 11. Out on the right side, Hoytink. Back over Tunis, left. Looking and finding Brom near the top of the circle. Tunis, guarded by Moots. They're going to take every possession down as far as they can. Malensek down the lane, scooping layup. He got it again. Malensek is killing you, and has from the start of the game. He's a good one, and just a sophomore out of Brookfield Central. Garrett Nelson brings it up. 81-68. Garrett on the right wing, gives it up to Philip Flory. Takes the dribble into the lane, spin move, double clutches, goes up, he'll score it. And we're going to get a pointer timeout, looks like it. You're back within 11, but inside 3 minutes to go in this one. And a timeout's going to be taken here. It's a 30-second timeout taken by Stevens Point. And for Stevens Point, I believe they will have 3 timeouts remaining. Whitewater with 2 remaining in today's game. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Whitewater 81, Stevens Point 70. Enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation at the final score, where Long Island Saturdays turn into Bloody Sundays. Well, Whitewater's showing me they're going to give everybody a tough test. Platteville and Oshkosh. And Platteville, the most experienced team coming back, and Oshkosh with some experience and some serious recruits. Most notably, Hunter Plowman, who chose between Oshkosh and Stevens Point, opted to go to UW0. Sorry, I just had to get something in there. First game played very, very well for Oshkosh. He will be alone, and I believe he is a sophomore. So there's a lot of young talent in our league, including on our Stevens Point roster here. Ryan Genrick is going to be a good one. I really think Anthony Espenson's going to be good, and Ryan Peterson. I think the Vanderveldens are going to give you some minutes. Mason Hazard, if he could ever stay healthy. Mason certainly, but he's out injured again, as he was part of last year. And I think it's the same injury, if I'm not mistaken. He would be a good one if we could get him healthy, and let's hope we can. I don't know if we'll get him healthy yet this year, but I'm sure he's working on that. He'd like to get out there and play, but he's not dressed. All right, here we go. 81-70. Point's going to go to some token full court pressure. Hoytink will bring it into the front court. Working against Genrich. Now you have Nelson on Malensek. Hunt stopped his dribble. Goes to the corner to Hoytink. Trying to get by Genrich. Back up. Malensek with it. On the timeline. Setting the screen up high. Got over that. Over to the right side. Flory picked him up. Down the lane. Off it'll go inside, and Hunt will score easily. That's great penetration, and then the easy dump off and the easy basket. McCray is going to get an offensive foul for a screen. He did the right thing, but then he kind of rose up like he was blocking for a receiver going downfield. Cliff's going to learn he is going to be a good player, but that one right in front of the official. If he just stands there, the man ran right into him. It's a beautiful screen. But Cliff definitely kind of rose the shoulder and gave him the forearm to hold him off on a screening foul and picked one up himself, 83-70. Whitewater's going to take the pointers down to even it up at a game apiece. Malensek. 2 minutes to go here. Hoytink right back to Malensek. Over the high screen. Again, they're going to work the clock. Malensek into the lane, down the lane, scooping layup, scored it again. He is a load, folks. 85-70. Not too many better than him right now. Philip Flory attacking on the baseline, a little lean in, step in, rolls it off the rim, tips it out. Malensek will get it for Whitewater. All right, you'll be 1-1. Platteville next week, at home Wednesday, on the road on Thursday, which means we'll have men's basketball Wednesday and women's basketball on, I said Thursday, I meant Friday. Malensek walking along the timeline, 9 seconds on the shot clock. That's a big push off by Malensek. I think he was just trying to make a statement here, saying I've killed you all night long, and now I'm just going to push you down. Something for guys to remember. You may see him again in the postseason tournament. You never know. Garrett Nelson over to the right wing. Zach Moots will take the three, and he buried it. Zach with 3 triples tonight. 85-73. Hoytink will bring it up here, but again, the final outcome only unknown of that is what the score is going to be. Tunis gets it off to Malensek. Zach Moots is going to pick up a foul with 42 seconds to go. That'll be 3 on Zach. And that is 6 on the pointers. Back in will come Conahan again. Not a shooting foul here. 42 seconds to go in this one. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Rom inbounds to Malensek. He has had his way with the pointers here tonight. Tough guy to guard. He can go inside, he can go outside. That's a blocking foul on Garrett Nelson. And it will send Malensek to the free throw line. So that's 3 on Garrett. You just never recovered. You were up 3-2, found yourself down 10-5, and then that lead expanded up to 12. I think it got to as big as 14 tonight. 86-73. Now it is at 13. So you can match that once again. Malensek will get the second of 2, and he makes that one. So the Pointers down by 15 at the moment. Garrett Nelson down the lane, spins one up off the glass and scores it. 87-75. And another foul. Not sure that you play hard, but don't get fouls here. I mean, you don't need to foul. You're not going to come back from 15 down in 26 seconds. All you're doing is letting people go to the free throw line at the other end. Malensek will get a 1-and-1 once again. We'll try to get you all the scores updated when on the post-game show, and I think, though you never know, if Coach is going to come and join us or not. But we will certainly look for that. Oshkosh, with about 3 minutes to go, leading Platteville. Malensek made them both. 89-75. Garrett will run it up the left side to the free throw line, to the corner. Espenson's triple off the rim, no. Rebounded on the baseline. Hoytink with it. Here comes the double team, and then a foul again. I'm a little surprised you're fouling here. I don't mind hustling in that, but well, practice, I guess, right? Flory will pick up the foul. I'm not saying you give up, but 14-point deficit, now 10 seconds to go. Not sure there's a whole lot of chance, is there? Derek Gray coming back in here. Who else is coming in for Whitewater? Will Schultz. We're going to get Nick Johnson in for the Warhawks. And wanting to come in, Will Pitleski for the shooter. The free throw is good here for Hoytink. Actually, he came in for Conahan. So it looks like if the free throw is good, Luke Umness would come in. And it is good. So Luke Umness will come in for 10 seconds. Pointers will drop to 1-and-1. Whitewater will be 1-and-1. And Garrett Nelson will bring it into the front court here for Stevens Point. Off the Flory screen, gives it back to Phillip. He'll launch a deep three and scores it. And that will be the final points, I think, of the ball game. 91-78, and this one will end. Whitewater puts 91 on the board, and that tells you all you need to know if you are a UW Stevens Point men's basketball fan. 91, too many points. Whitewater 91, Stevens Point 78, your final here on your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. The final score, Second and Maria, Stevens Point. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.